Hello and welcome to the Kaizen Project. I am the Kaizen Man. Today I'm going to talk to you about New Year's resolutions because it's the first week of the new year and I'm sure a lot of you have goals, you have resolutions that you want to accomplish over the coming year. I definitely believe that it's important to have a goal and to have a plan to work for. But I think what is lacking from a lot of people's New Year's resolutions and goals is the look back. Because it's important to look back and try and learn lessons that we can then apply for the coming year. This is something that I've done over the past 5 years and I've found it to be of extreme value. And the reason for that is that if I don't look back and learn from the year that I've had, then I have a tendency to have the same year over and over again and keep making the same mistakes. So in order to prevent that, in order to get actually better year after year, I use this strategy at the end of the year. During the holidays, I sit down with my journal and I clear some time just to reflect back and think and write. So I look back on the year and I try and find lessons that I learned from specific situations. And this could be a challenging situation at work, this could be an argument, it doesn't have to be something challenging either. Sometimes it's a positive outcome that I learned a lesson from that I can then apply for future use. The second thing that I write down are accomplishments. And the reason for this is, we all want those big accomplishments, those, making your first $1 million, buy your first home, all those types of things. We really only have 5, 10, or maybe 20 of those accomplishments in our entire lives. But we do have smaller victories throughout the day. Day to day, we do things that are accomplishments that we sometimes tend to ignore. So I take this opportunity to train my brain to look for the positive and also keep a positive mindset looking forward. So I write down accomplishments. An example for this, I had a goal last year to put out 1 video per week. At the end of the year, I had 40 videos. Now I know that means that I missed on a few weeks, but I chose to look at that as an accomplishment because I was able to sustain my goal throughout the year and continue generating content. So that's an example of what I wrote down as an accomplishment. And you will certainly have your own accomplishments, and I encourage you to take this time and write those down. The third thing that I write about is things that I'm looking forward to. Now I'm done with the look back and I'm looking forward. These things are usually planned already, so they could be weddings or trips, things that are coming up that I already know about. And I take this time to kind of think about that, maybe give those experiences that I'm going to have a little bit of color. Perhaps you're finishing school, perhaps you're finishing university, whatever it is that it is for you that you're looking forward to in the coming year, take this time to write it down. And now that I've put myself in a positive state of mind by looking at the lessons learned, by celebrating my accomplishments, and then also thinking about the things that I'm looking forward to, now I'm in a positive state of mind. So this is the time that I write down my intentions or my resolutions for the coming year. And I use those terms interchangeably. Here's when I look at what things I'm intentionally working on. And diet, fitness, spend time with family, those are all big things. They're usually on my list and usually on everyone's list as well. However, perhaps you want to do something a little bit smaller. Perhaps you want to do something for yourself. Maybe you want to learn a skill. So whatever it is that you intentionally want to do over the coming year, perhaps you want to break a habit or develop a new habit, whatever it is, write those resolutions down and then just write down one single step that you can take for each of those resolutions, whatever it may be. If it's losing weight, then the first step that you will take towards that direction. If it's eliminating smoking, what's the first step you would take in that direction? So on and so forth, you get the idea. The reason why I encourage you to write down that first step is because if a goal seems too big, we might get overwhelmed by how many things we have to do and we end up not doing anything at all. So to make something seem accessible, to make it less intimidating, just take the first step because that's all you need to do. Once you take the first step, the second step will come, the third step will come, and make a plan to act on that step. To recap that video, the 4 things that we talked about is looking back on lessons learned and accomplishments. And then looking ahead at things that you're looking forward to and also developing a strategy and developing your resolutions and intentions for the coming year. This is an exercise that I found to be extremely valuable and I'm sharing this with you in the intent that you have an awesome year ahead. If you enjoyed that video, share, like, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me all across social media. Just use the hashtag, the Kaizen Project. That's project with a K. And that makes it easy for me to find you. Until next time, it's the Kaizen Man signing out.